Mate, I just received the keys to an apartment in Fukuoka's richest and most affluent neighborhood. I love the trust. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. If this is your first time watching and you do enjoy this, please consider subscribing below and drop me a comment because I am replying to everyone. And as always, if you've been here before, welcome back legends, and I've absolutely, as always, loved chatting to all of you in the comments below. And today we have a special video for you. Hang on a minute, let me try something here for a second. Now, as you may have heard, renting or buying a property in Japan can be a little bit difficult as a foreigner. Now, that's why I've linked up with a company based here in Fukuoka, and I've left their details for an email in the description below. So if you do have any questions or you are curious about buying or renting a property here in Fukuoka, got an English speaker in that email below, so jump down onto that one there. But today we don't have a budget, and I've been fortunate enough to get access to look at an apartment in this building that's right here behind me. The apartment today is about $1,500 USD, so it's more on the expensive side, but we are in the richest suburb in Fukuoka, and I'm envious because I would love to move here one day. But this suburb that we're currently in is called Momochi. Now, Momochi is a seaside, beachside, whatever you want to call it, neighborhood, and it is stunning, and it does have a larger population of foreign residents here as well, actually, interestingly. But without further ado, let's get into checking out this apartment. Let's go. Prezio. Sounds pretty luxurious. Let's go. So we are currently on the 4th floor. Now, the interesting thing about this is that there's only two apartments per floor. So you don't have noisy neighbors next to you or anything like that. So the apartment we're gonna look at is right in the store. So let's go and take a look. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, this genkan is massive, and I can already tell you that this genkan is like the size of my current apartment. So I'm loving this genkan. But before we go further in, let's check out what kind of storage we've got going on here. So we've got, okay, so a ton of shoe storage here for as many shoes as you can pack in, imagine. And then here we've got more shoe storage. And then if you come around this way a little bit, we've got your kind of umbrella hangers here. So usually you have like a little spill tray on the bottom here in these high-end apartments, but that's pretty fantastic because I've just got magnets on my door. So to be able to have an actual dedicated cupboard to umbrellas, I'm loving that. But let's take off these shoes because, as always, we don't wear shoes in Japanese apartments. And let's have a look at what's inside door number 1. All right, so to my knowledge, this is the main and master bedroom, and it is not bad. It's a little bit small, but this isn't the only area. So we do have this area here for your bed, which I think kind of up against this wall, you could fit in kind of like a queen bed. It might be a bit tight, but what I do like is that it does have its own dedicated little balcony, I guess, more for like your aircon unit. But to be able to get that fresh air in, mate, I'm feeling it. A bit of natural light in the morning, I'm loving that. But this is what I love the most, because this is not normal in a Japanese apartment to have a kind of walk-in unless you are in these high-end apartments. Now you do have a window which you can kind of look into there, which is great. It brings in all that natural light, and we're loving that natural light. But you come in here, this is really cool. So this is like a change area. So I guess over in this kind of area, you would have like your chest of drawers and be able to have some drawers and a bit of storage for all your smaller stuff. Now, the one thing that I do like about here is that it does have a massive change mirror. So if you want to look pretty in the morning and check yourself out, mate, this is the spot for you right here. But the other added thing to this room, again, you don't get a lot of storage in Japanese apartments, at least in my current one, is that this is a massive closet for hanging. Look at all of this space, hanging for days. This is what I'm feeling. This is exactly what I need right now. I think I've had to minimize since coming to Japan, so I take up about this much. But if I'm being able to get all of this, mate, I'm doing some shopping. Now, a thing to really notice if you are renting in a Japanese apartment, if you check out this, it doesn't currently have a light. So in a lot of apartments, when you do rent, you have to bring your own lights, and a lot of the time you have to bring your own air conditioners. So none of that is really included, which is very different from Australia where I live, where it's always included. But let's move on now to bedroom number 2, and we'll check out this guy. Okay, so as I just mentioned before, no light in here, so it is a little bit darker, but this is a decent sized room. So I would say this is probably a kid's room. Now, the cool thing about this is that it does have a big shelf here. So I guess if you want to pop a TV, or again, it's kids room, whatever kids get up to, maybe a little study nook sitting up here. But like I said before, no light on the ceiling, but the good thing, which is rare in Japan, this has an aircon unit in this room here, which is super cool and very rare. But again, the room probably fits maybe a double bed in here. You'd be pushing probably to fit a queen bed, but I think that's pretty good. Let's have a quick look at the storage here. So, okay, so you got, decent size. So you got a lot of hanging storage here, got a lot of shelving, which I tend to miss because you have to kind of install your own shelving in a lot of the cheaper, older apartments. So I think this is decent amount of storage, and if you're filling that up, honestly, I think you might have a clothing problem. So I think that this is a nice little room that I would be absolutely satisfied in. Okay, now, you know I do love a hallway. If you've seen my apartment tour, which I'll link above, my apartment has a hallway, and it was just something that I was obsessed with because you don't tend to get that in Japanese apartments that much. But this is nice. It's got a hallway with multiple doors. So we do have a door behind you there, but we also have 2 doors here. Now, door number 1 is, okay, it says your toilet room. Oh, sweet. Now, the cool thing about this is that if you get in here, you actually do have your own little dedicated sink, which is super fashionable. Now, this is a pretty decent sized little toilet room. Again, it's just a toilet room, but it's all of your modern, non-Australian peasant toilet stuff going on here. So I think this is pretty good. So let's dive back, but I think that's pretty nice. Let's close this off because, again, it's just a toilet, but it's a very nice toilet. But we jump into here, and then we're going to have a look in here. Whoa! Now, this is what I'm talking about. Now, this reminds me of back home in Australia. So at my parents' house, we have something super similar. Now, this is a really nice sink area. And again, only in the luxury apartments in Japan do you get this kind of stuff. And then you've got your, cool. So you've got the mirror with the mirror storage behind here too. And then if you duck around here, you come into your laundry. So this is where your laundry machine and everything's going to be as well. Pretty cool. And then quickly, let's take a look at the bathroom. Okay, whoa, okay, this is nice. Now, the thing that I do like actually about this apartment is the door frames. Now, I've spoken about this before, and door frames in Japan, man, are so short. So I'm so glad that I'm not ducking and weaving to try and get into these door frames. Except when we come in here, we are pushing it a little bit, but check this out. Not bad, champion. We're over 6 feet. I'm liking this apartment already, but let's have a quick look in here. So we go into the bathroom area, which again, it's a pretty standard size, I guess, for a bathroom area, but you do have your tub, which is big enough for, I'd be pushing maybe 2 people in here, but you know what? I'm just going to keep it myself and be a bit selfish with it, and I'll jump in here by myself because this is a nice little thing. But the thing about these kind of little bathroom boxes is that you can shower anywhere in here. You close off the door, you can stand in the tub, you can sit on the ground, doesn't really matter. So again, nice little bathroom. Let's move on. Let's take a quick look at this panel here. So the cool thing is during the winter months, this little button here will actually press this ahead of time, and it's going to essentially heat up the room for you here. And kind of get it nice and toasty for you before you pop in. Now, the other thing which does happen in some of these more luxurious like bathrooms, high-end ones, is that you can hang your clothes in here, and you can push this little button here, hang your clothes in here. You can set this timer on the bottom here, and it'll dry all your clothes out. So it's really handy in those winter months when you can't hang it outside, and you just pop it in here, mate. We're done. Okay, that's enough with this beautiful bathroom that I'm slightly envious of. We're gonna duck into this area here, which links into the kitchen. Now, this is a big, decent sized little kitchen here, particularly for Japanese standards. So you've got your stovetop, which looks like it's induction, which is really nice and rare. You've got your standard little fish tray here for cooking. Now, the cool thing about this place, and this does not happen in Japan, is check it out. Mate, it's small, but we got a dishwasher. That's so rare. I'm feeling dishwasher. I tend to just wash my plates up myself, to be honest. I've gotten used to that for years. But if you do have a family and you're living here with multiple people, hey, that one's going to come in handy. And then as always, you do have just an enormous sink that would be lovely if it just split up into 2 sinks to be able to have one for washing and one for rinsing. But this is what it is in Japan. You have your big old sinks here, and then behind the kitchen area here, you do have kind of room for more shelving and your fridge and all that. But the good thing about this little area actually is if you do have guests, you can kind of close off this area, and you do have a sliding door here too. So if you want to hide away the kitchen, and I do apologize for the darkness because you got to bring your lights, but it's nice that you can lock off this area. But not bad. Tons of storage too for all your food and all your little snacks. So really all you do need to bring in here is your fridge and your light bulbs. All right, let's keep on moving. All right, as we continue through, oh my gosh, this is a beautiful area. We're going to save the best till last, which personally is right behind over there, but we're going to go into the third and final bedroom right here. So this is probably, I would say, the biggest bedroom so far. So again, a little bit semi compared to like small rather compared to like Western standards, but this is decent. So this could fit your queen bed very comfortably. And then we come over here, and again, you got tons of storage in here. Seriously, this is almost like bedroom standards to some smaller Japanese apartments here. So shopping for days, as we did mention before. Decent size. Now the cool thing is that this does link off to the balcony, which I don't want to show it right now because that's my big ender, because I love this balcony. Oh my god. All right, let's push on. Now we come into the main living room area, which is big enough for your couch and your TV, and it's a great little functional area. Now I know the previous owner did about a 6 million yen renovation on this apartment previously, which is probably around USD, I think at the moment maybe around $40,000 or something like that. So he has added in a lot more stuff here and just little bits and pieces, but he's done a really nice job on it. Now I do know one thing that he did want is he collects a lot of books and loves reading. So you've got a ton of storage here for basically half a library. Again, storage in Japan is just one of those things that people essentially want more of, but this place has an abundance of storage, and it's something that you don't have to worry too much about. Now, just a couple of quick facts about this apartment is that it is only about an 8-minute walk to the closest train station, and my favorite part of all is that it's 20 minutes by walk to the beach. Amazing. I'm sold. I'll take it today. Let's go. But before we do, let's check out this cute little room here, because this is one of my favorite things that I kind of liked as soon as I walked in and I saw. All right, check this out. It's only really small and it's perfect size for just a desk. Not much to show off in here. It is quite small, but the cool thing that I do like is you got these little windows right here, which is adorable, mate. So you get in a lot of that natural light and you're not locked into a little bat cave, but I'm loving this. It's got a little study area, little office, whatever you want to turn this into, storage if you really want, but it'd be a waste if you just put in more storage. It has enough here, but cool little spot. I like it. You got windows to get some fresh air in out here too. But now we're going to show off my favorite area of this apartment so far. We're going to head out to the balcony. This balcony is huge for Japanese standards. I love this spot. Come check out the renovation this guy did on this balcony. It's beautiful. Check out all this natural wood area. It's a huge size to be able to put a full little outdoor setting here. It's a stunning little spot to be able to chill and relax. Now, the previous owner put in all this wood, and now as I'm looking across the other balconies here, no one's even close to having this level of niceness. So I'm loving this area. Now, this apartment too, you can have up to 2 dogs in here. So if you do have 2 dogs, you do have your outdoor little wash area. So I guess if you want to wash your dogs outside, but other than that, I'm feeling this apartment. And guys, that's where we're going to end it today. If you are interested in properties in specifically and only specifically at the moment the Fukuoka area, as mentioned previously, I do have a contact email below. English is absolutely fine, but feel free to contact on the details there and provide as much information as you can of what you're looking for, whether it's renting or buying, and they'll do their best ability to help you out. But guys, if you did enjoy this, Thank you very much, and thanks for sticking around this long. But until next time, as always, John Mata, and I'll see you soon.